Testing microphone. Testing microphone. Hey guys, about to start the game up. If anybody's actually watching, it's pretty cool though. Nobody is, but so this is one of my first live streams that I had in quite some time. I'm playing Noire. I just wanted to try this game out, so I'm gonna run this in black and white. This is actually my very first time playing this one right here, and clearly in this mode also on top of that. So we'll see how this one works out. I think this is gonna be a real fun game. As I remember, they put a lot of energy into this thing, a lot of money into this game when it first came out.
In the Marine Corps, you deal with the chain of command. Mistakes get made, but you deal with them. You know what you're fighting for, and that you're on the same team. But dealing with corruption is like chasing shadows. You never know whether the guy you're talking to is on the pad, or whether it's your partner, or maybe even the watch commander. So who do you trust, Cole? I made up my mind.
So that's what kind of drew me through this game. Something that I wanted. I remember back in the day it was like $60. I wasn't gonna spend no money.
Go ahead, KGPL.
I got such bad reviews too. But yeah, I mean, they just Rockstar games in general. Really, some of the best games out. So I just want to
Roger. 14 Adam en route.
Facial recognition is pretty cool.
Here we go again. They don't request uniforms for an evidence search unless there's some kind of catch. Ever the optimist. From the beam of sunshine himself.
I hope you guys didn't hear me fart because I just like busted ass when I got. So what we have here?
Floyd Rose, homicide. You might back up?
Yes, sir. Phelps and Dunn, Wilshire Division.
We had a shooting took place down this alleyway. We have the Vic, Scooter Payton, a Negro male bagged up and on his way to Central Morgue. Witness says a tall white guy, our shooter, put two in the Vic's head and then threw his piece. I need you guys to try and recover the gat.
You want us to look anywhere in particular?
Give it your best shot, guys. The dead guy's a lowlife. I'm not expecting any miracles here.
And if we recover the weapon?
Bag it and return it to technical services.
Hurry it up, Floyd. We
I'm
got
out of
places
here.
to be.
Happy hunting.
You know something about this game and actually other LA
This is a
movies,
fist pump.
noir.
Just going through the
movies like
motions.
this,
You're probably right. Let's just get it over and done.
All right.
is that a
have it
lot
your
of this
way.
shit was true.
We'll
It
search
actually
right up
did
to the
happen
back
back
wall.
in the day. Nobody wants
If you
to
still
talk
don't come
about
up
it,
with anything, come find me and we'll talk it out.
Los
Two heads
Angeles
are
and
always better than
California
one.
in general, since it was so far away from like the central government, Washington D.C., major cities like Chicago and stuff like that, where they had crime like out the wazoo.
Look at this junk.
Yeah, the police officers basically took over for the mob back in the day, back around this time, in the 60s and everything like that.
It's not my job to pick through other people's
Controller
trash.
vision, a trime or magnifying glass indicates objects nearby can be examined. Okay.
What have you got, Phelps?
I don't
Anything?
think so.
Oh, so this is just basically the tutorial right here.
Cole, come take a look at this.
Shrink says, "Mind the final frontier." Provide a backstory on events which may or may not be related.
I tell you, I'm
Press
pink.
A to see
I
the
always get
story
named
behind the
crap.
headline.
Dr. Fontaine, could I have a word?
Of course, young man.
I really enjoyed your lecture, Doctor. Psychiatry seems to have a tremendous
That's
amount
somebody I really don't know
Why,
who the hell
thank you.
Fontaine is supposed
I'm
to be.
always happy to receive acknowledgement for my work. The mind is the last great mystery in medicine.
Ooh,
Are you
that's
thinking of
bad acting right
specializing,
there.
Mr.
Sheldon, Courtney Sheldon. I'm only in second year, Doctor. They fast-tracked me a year because of my experience during the war.
Ah,
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. Battle fatigue and collapse under duress. Can it be helped?
I would
Yes.
say yes, given the right set of circumstances. Trauma forces the mind to close down, retreat in on itself. We try to find ways to unlock the mind again through a combination of therapy and drug treatment.
Yeah, see,
Hypnosis
that's
and
where the
therapy
problem
are
is right there.
powerful
Not no
tools
damn drugs.
in
We
the right
need
hands,
spiritual help,
Sheriff.
bro. But people that got the spirits on them.
I've
You
been
come
to
back
visit
from
some
war,
of
you
the
got a lot
guys
of
at the
spirits
VA
on you.
hospital.
I know drugs gonna help you.
A good friend of mine. He's so far away. It's like he's wandering
We
around.
went through a lot together.
Yes, Doc.
Give me his details and I'll make a prognosis. I have a number of clinics in Los Angeles, Courtney Sheldon. And your penance, or your friend's help, is to come and work at one of them in your spare time. With what little spare time a medical student has. Is that a deal?
Is it ever? I can't thank you enough.
I'm not promising a cure, Courtney. I want you to remember that. Every physician has patients that he cannot hope to cure, for whom he can only smooth the path to death.
That's kind of a shitty doctor, honestly. That just comes to accept failure. Like, I mean, medical school is really hard. Something about me. I actually ended up going to pre-med for a little bit when I got out of the service. I wanted to change my careers because I was a police officer, and I'm just not the type of person to be all up in somebody's business. Clearly, I can simulate it with the game that I'm playing right here. But yeah, I don't like being up in people's business like that and getting in trouble and all that stuff. It's like especially like a lot of times that I notice it's like it tend to be my friends that get in trouble. So, and I'm not even a hood dude. I'm middle class suburbia like shit, boy. So yeah, just in general, like people make a lot of mistakes, and I just didn't want to be the person to make that type of judgment call. I'd rather be that type of person that people can run to when they're about to do something really stupid, and ask me for their opinions. So more like a consigliere, not a judge. You know, blood in black and white always just looks so bad.
Shooter put him up against the wall and blew his brains out.
Brutal.
Hell of a way to go.
Doesn't really matter how you go once you're gone.
Don't get all deep on me, Phelps.
Okay, so Phelps is a guy that likes to. He's a pretty interesting fella. Those bug people. Wow, this is very. He's a good drawer too. Okay. It's nasty.
Ralph, there's something on the rooftop.
How the hell did you see that?
Reflection in the window.
Police officer, nigga.
Looks like it might be our weapon. I'm gonna see if I can find a way up there.
How the hell you didn't see it?
All right, don't hurt yourself.
Yeah, right. I really like the atmosphere of this game so far. It's really maybe it might be because it's black and
gun's
white,
up
but
on
I
the
definitely
roof,
do
right?
feel a lot of stuff.
So we need to find a way up.
Yeah. The atmosphere, this is they put their time into this game. Like, the acting's not all that good.
What kind
from what
of
I see
chumps
so
do these
far.
homicide guys think we are?
Police. But like, okay, so there's no jump button. At least not right now. What do we shimmy up and move towards the drainage pipe requirement? I guarantee you there is no police officer in 2022 doing some shit like that. Guaranteed.
How you doing, Cole?
Shimmying up no damn
Found it
pipe.
yet?
The hell? That shit don't happen, bro. Use L to manipulate the object. Search points of interest. Hold. When you
I don't even
feel
want to think
vibration
about what
out
that
loud.
smells.
Smith & Wesson, serial S71893.
Oh, they forgot to scratch out the serial numbers? That's crazy.
2 rounds fired. And instead of dropping it down a drain, our shooter hoists it up here. Interesting guy.
Nah, that means you want to get caught. Pick it back up. What's up?
We should follow up on this now, before the perp tries to leave town.
We have the gun, Cole. Let's take it back to Central. We could get a commendation.
Could show some initiative, Ralph. See if we can come up with an owner.
That's a long shot, Cole.
It's a pretty fancy gun. You know a local gun store?
Sure. There's a place a couple of blocks from here.
I think the technology to make this game, the facial recognition, was a little ahead of its time. Because, like, I think they probably should have hired a little bit of better actors. I think the main character, he's not too bad. I remember on the Shield,
Are you
the
sure
first
about
episode,
this?
he got
It's not
shot.
really our gig.
No harm in doing some digging.
Some of these
The
things,
suits
is,
didn't
like,
seem to
very,
give much of a damn.
Such a
the
little Boy
movements
Scout.
that they have. Like,
You can't wait to get out of that uniform, can you?
But the facial
rather
recognition, I
round
think
up
that's really
drunks
cool.
and
That
help old ladies
technology
across
is
the
definitely
road?
ahead of its time.
I'd rather get through the day without the captain's foot up my ass.
It'll be fine, Ralph. You worry too
Excuse
much.
me. I've been drinking Modelo all night, so on a Friday night. Hanging out with y'all, playing some LA Noire, baby. So yeah, so back to my original topic, what I was saying, like, back in the day, like, I want to say, like, ever since people had first went out to Cali, it's been rather corrupt. There's a movie, LA Confidential, that covers it somewhat good, the corruption that goes on, but for the most part, usually like noir films where something small happens, like there's a crime that's been committed, and then eventually there's a massive conspiracy that takes down like the mayor or city councilman or something, or judge or something like that. Like, all that stuff comes from here, because back in the day, before all this was before like all the surveillance and stuff like that, man, I tell you what, the police officers was just mad corrupt back then, like in the 60s and stuff like that. Like, the 60s and prior, I'll give you that. Like, yeah, a lot more corrupt, and they still are corrupt today. They're still pretty fucked up, but like what it was back around this time, when they were allowed to beat a confession out of somebody, like, it was just really sick shit. As a matter of fact, the mob was out there for maybe a split second. Like, I want to say like 5 minutes, like a couple of years. It was out there. They had a Jewish guy out there that was running the show. The police officers got his ass up out the way. He disappeared, never to be seen again. And from that point on, the police officers took over the mob's position in the underworld. So, and that was back in the day. There's like I said, LA Confidential is one of them. But if you watch it in succession with Changeling, what was her name? Brad Pitt's ex-wife. She's in that. Angelina Jolie. She's in that movie. You watch that movie in succession, you'll have a better understanding of how California was back in the day, and somewhat still to this day. I think they can make a noir film, a modern noir film. I think that would be really dope if they could.
Officer Phelps and Dunn. Can you tell us anything about this gun?
Smith & Wesson, Model 27, registered Magnum.
Thanks.
Chambered for .357, nickel-plated with pearl grips. Same gun used by General Patton.
You're not suggesting he's the owner.
No, I'm not.
You seem to know a lot about the weapon.
I ought to. I sold it. You know, this piece will stop a rhino.
Hell no, it won't.
These babies are only available special order. Here's my Smith & Wesson order book.
You mind if I take a look?
Be my guest. This is about something bad, right?
Model 27 with pearl grips, Cole. You see it on there?
Oh my god, I have to read. Like a lot. Barrel blue steel. ivory grip, service grip, alternative pearl grip, 4-barrel, polished nickel. This is bad. This is garbage time. Butt grip, walnut grip, rosewood grip, walnut grip, walnut grip, walnut grip. I'm gonna go with this. I don't think that shit was 4-barrel.
We're in luck. Errol Schroeder, 203 South Glass Street. Ordered the gun in February 46.
46.
Thanks, you've been a big help.
Anytime.
So this, okay, so
Always
I
happy
thought
to
this
help
was
out
like
the
early
LAPD.
60s. Early 60s, late 50s. So this is in 40. This is a while ago.
Do we call it in?
Let's see if he's at
anybody
home. Owning the gun doesn't prove he pulled the trigger.
Okay. In for a penny, in for a pound. Lead the way, Gunga Den.
Guy. I really do feel the vibe of this game. I like it. I was like, it's really cool. That's why I kind of wanted to wait before I started this too, because I was playing Stubbs the Zombie prior, and the game was fun and the game was really fun and everything. But I wanted to show you guys a cooler game, a game that I never experienced.
That wasn't
before.
so hard, was it? Just because
Granted, I
we're in
never played
uniform
Stubbs the
doesn't mean
Zombie,
we can't
but
use our
it
initiative.
was a very silly
Guess so.
game.
Seems a
It
little
was a
too
good game
to
though.
be
It was,
true.
oh,
One-of-a-kind murder weapon bought locally using a real name. If Schroeder's our shooter, he's no
this is
criminal
definitely not
mastermind.
GTA. I'll tell you that much.
That's why they get caught. And 2 out of every 3 crimes are done on impulse.
Another fact from
I
the
think they should probably-
Encyclopedia of Thin Air. You really are full of it.
Maybe consider remaking this game. I'm doing all this. I don't like the way the camera moves around when you go backwards.
That's coming out of your wages, not mine.
Shut the fuck up. You ain't got no money to begin with, so ain't nobody worried about it. This reminds me a lot of Mafia, and honestly, I'm probably gonna play Mafia after this once I beat it. I'm not really about this fixed camera angle.
I hope they didn't get our number, though.
Shut up. You don't know what the hell's going on, my guy. Wow. Okay, you know what? I have no idea where I'm going. Like, literally no idea where I'm going, so... Alright, so get on 3rd Street, which is a street right in front of me. Make that right, and then make a left.
Have you got a death wish?
Yes. Okay, I'm on the right street. One last time because I'm a stoner. Okay, so it is the 2nd right, then a left. Alright. I guess it would be the 3rd right. Totally went the wrong way, but we got it. Oh well. That's what happens when you try to play a super complex game where you're just like shit-faced drunk. Goodness gracious. Okay, going up. First right. First right. This is really just not an intuitive game. This is a little bit too hyper-realistic, but we'll be fine. Okay, so we're down. So we're going down to the. Is it to the? Is it our? That's the left. Is it? Okay, we're almost there. The cross section right here.
Are you blind?
These cars control like tank, I guess, because they were actually made out of cast iron back in the day. Oh my goodness. So I do take it like the GPS is kind of effed up, right? So then what the hell is this thing then?
Oh, I wish I could afford that. Wow, that looks like a beauty.
Hey guys, I'm gonna go downstairs.
You're a modest little person.
Excuse me for the hospital. Let me think I go ship a Model. Ladies and gentlemen, or mostly men, I am an amazing police officer. I was an amazing peace officer when I was in the social services, the United States military. I was in Yugoslavia too, just in case you guys think that this shit's fake. Let's go. Ooh. Oh my god. Alright, so we're going over. Headed south. This reminds me of the game Bully for a little bit. South. Make this left right here. Not this right or the next right, but the next to last line. The third right.
Are you blind?
Yes. Thanks for asking. It's actually a really good question as to how exactly I got in the forest. Sorry I got a little loud there. Definitely the wrong way. So it was the second. This is what happens when you're drinking and everything. This is going to take a long time. This game's going to take a minute for me to beat. Because when you're like drinking and stuff like that, and you're trying to play a complex video game, it gets a little hard. Like if I was playing another game, I think it would be fine. But this one, those smokes, man. So keep going straight. Keep going straight. And take the until you can't go any further and make that right?
Slow down, idiot.
Sure. Move out the way. Everybody, move, 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 move. I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. Yes, I'm coming. In your face. Speed race or look how fast I'm going, bro. What I just like. Does anybody ever play that game, Bully? That's a pretty good game. Oh, I passed it again. Damn. I was like,
Look out!
there you go. Now you can see it. Alright, so it's at the corner. Like the first 5 minutes of the game, it took me like, oh, damn near, what, 20 minutes to get here? Jump. Getting late out here.
Schroeder, apartment 2.
Open the fucking door.
What do you guys want?
I'm Officer Cole Phelps. This is Officer Dunn, Wilshire Division. You're the owner of a Smith & Wesson Model 27, nickel-plated with pearl grips?
I might
your
be.
mama?
What of it?
Then you'll be surprised to know that Scooter Payton was murdered tonight with your gun.
You're out of your mind. Scooter? He works for me. I have that gun here in my drawer. What the fuck is going on here?
You're under arrest, Schroeder. Cuff him, Ralph.
No way. You're not taking me down for this.
Ooh.
You
Let's trigger the ball. Don't punch. Ugh.
That was a very bad move, Schroeder.
Make that ass work, old man. Ooh, you're done. This reminds me a lot of the Warriors from the PS2 game. Amazing game also. Might play that one next.
Keep an eye on him, Ralph. I'm gonna take a look around. Don't think this is any use to us. Junk. Incidental. Doesn't look like anything.
Really?
Nothing significant. Nope.
Who picks up an apple and puts it immediately back on the floor? Why are you pointing a gun at him? He's handcuffed. Chill out. Woo, okay, so I'm about to pass out. So that was the first time that I was live streaming in a while. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was tons of fun hanging out. I'm going to bed. It's a good game. I'll probably be back on tomorrow to see what it is. I'll probably actually set up a Twitch account so I can broadcast on that. I don't like putting this stuff on my YouTube channel. So yeah, y'all just have